Well, here we are at the 2025 Solstice. We've had rain delays, we've had lightning delays, we've had COVID delays, but this is the first year where we've ever had to start early. Heat's supposed to get into the 100 to 110 heat indexes, so they've decided to start the race an hour early, and they have cutoffs. Wouldn't normally be a horrible thing, it's only a 12-mile-an-hour cutoff, but there is a 40-mile-an-hour wind that we're gonna go into for a lot of the race, so that could really play into whether or not you make those cutoffs. There's 2 cutoffs, and everybody's got to haul balls today, so it's going to be a quick one. Hopefully trying to get done before, well, you got to be off the course at 1 o'clock so that we can avoid the heat advisories and hopefully be done, showered, and home by the time the real heat hits. Well, we are well underway, 6.5 miles in. First sag stops in Pickerel about mile 10, 11. So we're over halfway to that. So far it's been a tailwind and a fairly flat course. The geared guys have been going blazing. I've got a 17.1 average and they're pulling away like I'm not even riding. But we'll have about 28 miles of decent wind, and then the other 70, 60 something will be a headwind. So that might be the big equalizer today, is all that headwind. Gonna have to grind it out, see how you can do. Hope to survive and survive the cutoffs. Just passed through the first water sag stop. Not a lot of people stop there. A lot of people are probably trying to bank some time. Like I said, you got to maintain a 12-mile-an-hour average, which seems really possible. But if your computer's like most people's computer, your average at the end of the ride is only your moving time because it auto pauses. So if you're a stopper and like to stop and hang out the sags, those two numbers could vary vastly. So I think everybody's trying to bank time early because we're gonna need it in the afternoon going against that headwind. But fine line between trying to bank some time and burning too many matches early. So hopefully I'm on the right side of that.
might grab. Just rolled through the first checkpoint, about mile 28 in Adams. Averaging about 17 right now, but we're also out of north and east for the course. Gonna start heading south and west, which is what the wind is coming from. So no more free meals. To be honest, I'm a little concerned about that 12-mile-an-hour cutoff time heading back into this wind, but we'll see what we can do. Well, here we are at mile 30, hiding in the shade, waiting for Jackie. That's my Solstice. My back tire won't hold air. I can't get more than a quarter of a mile till it goes flat. Not sure what I hit. I've pumped it up a couple of times. It just keeps going flat. Ain't gonna cut it. So we're gonna call it at 30 and hope for better at Michigan. Got to figure out what's going on with the tire. We just refreshed the sealant not too long ago. I don't see any shooting out, but for some reason it just will not hold air. I guess we'll figure it out. My ride is here. No more riding for me, except for in that thing.
I just stopped because Rob needed help.
I did. I need a lot of help.
And I thought I could help. But
she was not medically qualified to help me though, so she's got to head on.
No, I'm too smart to help.
No one is medically qualified to help Rob.
That's not very nice. Look who he found. It's Kevin. Kevin also is having a shitty day. So we are now the official Can-To Sag crew.
I was having a good day.
Kevin just showed us his little MRI picture that he got. Full shoulder tear. Gonna have to have shoulder surgery, but not till after Michigan.
He's not having shoulder surgery.
Oh, he's having shoulder surgery.
No, he's not.
Even if we have to hold him down and do it ourselves, we'll get
I don't know.
I'll just let it scar down.
I've had it twice and it hasn't helped.
We'll pull up the YouTube video. We'll get the scalpel out. Dr. Rob is in the house. Kevin, how you feeling?
I felt great. I was rolling 17 mile per hour into Adams.
Oh yeah, into Adams was fast. I was even doing 17 on the one gear.
But the 150 miles of, what'd you call it, stupid last Saturday?
Yeah, 120 miles is stupid.
120 miles is stupid. That kind of stirred up my low back.
Yeah, and we've got Michigan.
I look at it
That's
this way: every mile of today into that wind is taken away from Michigan.
Yeah, the wind is stupid. My flat tire added to that stupidity. The cutoffs were gonna be hard already, and I just decided, you know what?
Let's not be stupid.
Let's not be stupid. Let's do Michigan next week, and that's it for my Solstice. That's it for Jackie's Solstice. That's it for Kevin's Solstice. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Good job, buddy.
Guys.
All right, now we're gonna be Sag Crew Supreme and see if we can't rescue some more people if we can.
You can't park there. Don't park there.
Flat tire for Jason also. Just holding the bike. No help is being rendered. Just holding the bike. I'm a kickstand at this point. I am not gonna lie, this wind and these hills are a lot easier in a Jeep than they were on the single speed. Just picked up Martin right before the Philly sag stop. He was cramping up. We threw the bike on the back. Now he's back here in the air conditioner. How was your race before it stopped being a fun race?
Well, it was going really well until we turned south.
Yeah, I think that's the story for everybody today.
Well, I mean, I left the stop fast thinking I wanted to get ahead, and then I was by myself for about 3 or 4 miles, and then I just started cramping. Then the guys that I rode with for the first half passed me, and I couldn't get back on. So
yeah,
once I got here, I was just starting to cramp. I chugged pickle juice, and that didn't even help.
Yeah, if you get left out in the wind today by yourself, it's going to be a struggle.
This is brutal.
Gears, really single speed,
I live in Wichita, and I'm used to wind, but this is, I mean, even for Kansas, this is crazy.
We have Philly, and then you still keep going into the wind, so you still had a bunch of wind, so this would have been the time to pull.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I started going back west, I guess it is. That was thick sand, and I just started to cramp. And I said, I can't go any further. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm an old guy. Can't help that.
Well, that doesn't help either. But
yeah, no, well, I mean, I haven't ridden 60 miles yet this year. I've ridden 40 lots of times. But
yeah,
I didn't think that last part was going to be good. As I've gotten older, I don't mind quitting. I don't feel the need that I have to prove something.
Yeah, you got to listen to your body for sure.
Yeah.
Are we going straight?
Smart
Yeah.
move, Randy.
Okay, we'll go in
Smart
front of
move.
them then. All right,
Well,
well,
no, but thank you for picking me up. This is a lifesaver.
You
Yep.
are welcome.
Literally, I think.
just got to stop in Philly real quick and then we'll get you back to Beatrice. Sorry about your race though.
Bye. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.